I love it, you know what I'm saying? I always used to tell Coach Fick, put me in that box. You kind of seen it with, the last few games, Michigan State, team up north. I played in the box a lot based on the type of offense. And I did pretty good, double-digit tackles against team up north, 8 tackles against Michigan State and an interception. So I'm very comfortable in the box. So just excited to see how it all unfolds.
And what's the responsibility there too, Chris? I mean, getting guys lined up, et cetera, right? I mean, you're sort of the quarterback, and you like that also?
Yeah, I'm a highly intelligent guy on that football field. It's not that big of a burden on me, you know what I'm saying, to get other guys lined up. So I'm just kind of embracing it and going with the flow.
You had those stats ready to rattle off pretty quickly. Did you have those ready to make a case for middle linebacker before the season, or?
No, not really. It's just one of those things, when you play Sam, guys, linebackers, we give each other crap. Dan was here when I was here, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a thing because you're so often out of the box, guys make no comments like, oh, you're not in no real action. So, just getting into those arguments with guys like Fada and, you know what I'm saying, Joe Berger, you gotta have something to respond with. And that's how I respond.
As a guy who originally was playing that walkout spot and was outside on, what made you want to be in the box? Why did you ask?
I feel like I'm one of the most, dynamic players, in the country, honestly. I played safety, did pretty good at safety, had a couple hard hits, during, camp. But then they asked me to move to Sam, and, I moved to Sam and battled with a first rounder, to the end of the first game, honestly. And, that speaks a lot about Darren, but it also speaks a lot about myself. That was a battle that I'll never forget because it made us both better. And, that's 2 positions right there. Then I can also play, Mike or Will, and play it as well as, the best of them. So, it speaks to, how Coach Meyer and Coach Fick, or now Coach Davis, Coach Shiano, how they've, sort of raised the linebacker group, to be able to feed off of each other. But I also put the work in, so I'm ready for it.
You also invented targeting here at Ohio State. The thing that I've noticed about you right now, and I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like you're a little bit more confident than you've been before. And I don't mean like you weren't confident before, but it just seems like rattling off stats. We're talking about battling first-round NFL draft picks. Do you feel like for the first time here you're coming back, you're being moved to this responsibility, this is your defense, this is your team? Is this kind of your attitude now, and do you kind of feel like that has changed?
I've always been, crazy confident. I mean, you can ask, any coach. It's like when I'm on that field, I'm just different. You know what I'm saying? You can ask JT or whoever, but I've always been crazy confident. But I'm just being more vocal about it now. A lot of times the outside world can't see, how confident or whatever you call it, cocky or talk too much or over vocal. But I've always had it. I just kind of went with the flow. Kind of felt my way out. I didn't want to be, the biggest loudmouth and wasn't even really touching the field in the ways that I wanted to. I played special teams, but sometimes it's better to just go under the radar and just help the team in any way that they need you. But I feel like now I'm in a position where I can be more vocal.
Did you have to kind of wait your turn in that respect? I mean, with Raekwon, sort of, I guess a lot of people consider him the leader of the defense last year. Is it also about waiting your turn a little bit there, Chris?
I feel like I was, Raekwon was definitely the leader. That's kind of how it happens, middle linebacker, quarterback. They have to be the leaders or the team won't go. But I was still a leader last year, and I helped a lot of guys out. But, just like you said, it's another notch now, me moving to Mike. And like I said, I'm ready for it.
Was there anything you had to do body-wise